This man had practiced stamping documents since childhood, dreaming of one day becoming a civil servant. Through his hard work, he eventually achieved his dream. Because of his position, his family treated him with great respect, and everyone obeyed his words without question. He lived a worry-free life, spending his days stamping papers, and occasionally accepting small gifts. A comfortable, carefree existence. But unfortunately, his department underwent a major personnel restructuring. The leader gathered everyone in the main hall, and quickly announced the reassignment conditions. Anyone who had worked for 30 years or was part of security staff would remain unchanged. The man was full of confidence. He was certain he wouldn't be affected. But when the leader read out the final requirement, only 3 people remained standing. The man started to panic. In the end, he was the only one reassigned. The supervisor at the new department made it clear. This reassignment was essentially a layoff. Anyone who chose to resign voluntarily would receive compensation. Otherwise, they'd be sent to a remote location. After some thought, everyone else signed the resignation agreement. But the man refused to be tempted. The supervisor, furious, sent him to herd sheep on the grasslands. Yet to their surprise, the man was actually quite happy there. When the supervisor found out, she transferred him again, this time to a remote border inspection post. But no matter where he was sent, as long as he wasn't fired, the man worked with enthusiasm. Out of options, the supervisor raised the severance package to $100,000. Still, the man refused to quit. After all, this job had been his dream since childhood. The supervisor stormed out, slamming the door, furiously ranting in her office. That's when a subordinate handed her an address, and the man was reassigned once more, this time to an Arctic research station. His new job, to observe polar bears up close. But when he saw the ragged condition of the previous observer, he decided to run away and file a complaint with upper management. At that moment, a beautiful female colleague walked in. As soon as he saw her, the man immediately changed his mind and chose to stay. From then on, the two conducted field research together. The man often found himself staring at her, marveling at how interesting life had become. Meanwhile, the supervisor was getting chewed out by her own bosses. Because the man's salary, including hardship allowances, was now 3 times higher than before. The story even made it into the newspapers, and the public criticized the leadership for wasting the budget. With no other choice, the supervisor traveled to the Arctic in person. She raised the severance offer to 3 times its original amount, and threatened that if the man didn't sign, he'd be transferred back, separated from his female colleague. But the man had a plan. Using his position, he filed for 3 months of vacation, fully paid. That way, he could stay with his girlfriend, and still receive his full salary. The supervisor had no options left. Eventually, her superiors demoted her. But to everyone's surprise, she was overjoyed, because she no longer had to deal with that man ever again.